Did Erika Kirk just get caught at the center of a $15 million TPUSA scandal that no one saw coming? Because overnight, her name has exploded across social media, news circles, and leaked reports, turning what looked like a quiet week into one of the biggest controversies of the year. And the craziest part? The IRS didn't even wait for the internet to finish reacting. They jumped straight into the situation with unbelievable speed, sending shockwaves through everyone connected to the case. People are whispering, insiders are panicking, and the public is asking the same question. How did Erika get wrapped up in a scandal this massive? Was this a setup? A betrayal from someone close? Or is there something even darker happening behind the scenes? Because according to sources, this story isn't just about money, it's about power, influence, and the kind of internal drama that could shatter reputations overnight. And if the rumors are true, Erika might not be the only one who gets exposed before this is over. Stay right here, because the deeper we go, the more shocking this scandal becomes. And trust me, you're not ready for what comes next. The internet woke up shaking, and for good reason. Erika Kirk, a name that usually stays tucked inside the conservative influencer world, has suddenly been thrust into one of the biggest scandals TPUSA has faced in years. And the number attached to it? A jaw-dropping $15 million. Now, nobody expected this from Erika. People know her as polished, calm, religious, and heavily connected. But overnight, her world flipped upside down. Because according to circulating reports, leaked emails, and insider chatter, Erika's name is being whispered in all the wrong places, and the IRS has already jumped in with lightning speed. But before we go deeper into the meltdown that's unfolding right now, let's rewind a bit. Because trust me, this isn't something that came out of nowhere. This storm had been building quietly, slowly, and very, very dangerously. For months, subtle drama had been bubbling beneath the surface. You know how it starts, a suspicious fundraiser here, an eyebrow-raising budget decision there. Little things that didn't make headlines but definitely made insiders uncomfortable. And every time Erika's name popped up, the whispers got a little louder. People were starting to connect dots, but nobody had the courage to say anything publicly. Until now. Because whatever this $15 million situation is, it didn't just appear. No, this has layers: financial, political, personal, and possibly even legal. And Erika, whether she's guilty or being framed, she's stuck in the center with nowhere to run. Sources close to her say the moment the news broke, Erika was devastated. One friend reportedly said she woke up to dozens of missed calls, frantic texts, and a wave of panic that hit her all at once. She was confused, scared, trying to understand why her name was suddenly plastered across reports involving millions of dollars and a federal investigation. She didn't even speak for the first 10 minutes, the friend said. She just stared at her phone, like she couldn't believe it. But the emotional chaos didn't stop there. Because outside her circle, the internet was already losing its mind. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, every platform was flooded with theories, accusations, and breakdowns of what could have possibly gone wrong inside TPUSA. Some creators even claimed they predicted it. Others insisted that Erika had been acting strange for months. But here's the craziest part. Just when you think the drama might calm down, the IRS steps in, fast. Too fast. Almost as if they were already watching. And that's where things get suspicious. Because insiders claim the IRS involvement didn't start after the scandal leaked, it started before. Which raises a burning question. Did someone know this was coming? Did somebody inside TPUSA blow the whistle first? Or worse, did someone intentionally throw Erika under the bus to save themselves? We don't have those answers yet, but one thing is clear, the narratives are clashing like crazy. On one side, critics are claiming Erika knew exactly what was happening and played a bigger role than she wants to admit. They're pointing to internal documents, financial inconsistencies, and her close connections as proof. But on the other side, her supporters are fighting back hard. They say Erika is innocent, being used as a shield for much bigger players. According to them, she's being dragged into something she didn't create, a pawn in a political and financial game she never agreed to play. And honestly, both stories sound believable, which makes this scandal even more explosive. But then comes the twist that nobody was prepared for. A leaked document, unverified but spreading like wildfire, claims that there may be private communications linking Erika's name to key conversations about the missing funds. It's the kind of twist that makes you stop and ask, is Erika the mastermind, the victim, or just a very unlucky name caught in the wrong place at the wrong time? Right now, nobody knows the truth. The investigation is just getting started. The IRS is tightening its grip. TPUSA is silent. And Erika? She's somewhere behind the scenes, trying to figure out how her world collapsed in a matter of hours. But the real question, the one the internet is obsessed with, is this. Is Erika Kirk truly exposed? Or is she just the first piece of a much bigger scandal that hasn't even surfaced yet? Stay locked in, because part 2 will take you even deeper into the chaos unfolding behind the scenes. Because as the hours passed, the narrative around Erika Kirk didn't just grow, it spiraled into something far bigger than anyone expected. After the initial chaos, more reports started pouring in, and suddenly what looked like a simple financial scandal turned into a full-blown internal war. And Erika? She's stuck right in the eye of the storm. According to new insider leaks, TPUSA staff members are now pointing fingers at each other behind closed doors. People who used to work side by side are suddenly treating each other like enemies. Meetings have gone silent, conversations have become secretive, and trust has evaporated completely. What's even crazier is that some insiders are claiming that a major internal conflict had been brewing for months, and this $15 million situation is just the explosion everyone was waiting for. But here's where Erika's story gets even murkier. Some staffers say she was warned weeks earlier that something big was coming, something she needed to distance herself from. But apparently, she didn't take it seriously. Others claim she had no idea at all, and those warnings were only sent within a very small, very powerful inner circle. So, which one is true? Was Erika blindsided? Or did she ignore the signs until it was too late? Right now, nobody can agree. But the emotional fallout on Erika's end is getting worse. Sources say she hasn't been seen publicly, hasn't made a statement, and is allegedly dealing with a wave of fear and anxiety. One friend says she feels betrayed, like someone she trusted deeply might have set her up. She keeps saying, "Why me? Why my name?" the friend revealed. She feels like everything is collapsing. But now, let's talk about the new twist that has the internet absolutely stunned. Because late last night, a second leak dropped, this time claiming that the IRS found inconsistencies in financial reports going back over a year. A whole year. And guess what? Some of those inconsistencies allegedly connect to events and projects that Erika was a part of. Not directly, but enough for people to start making assumptions. Enough for critics to start tearing her apart online. Enough for supporters to panic. And this raises another massive question. If the inconsistencies go back a full year, why is Erika's name suddenly the only one being pushed into the spotlight? Why is she taking all the heat? Where are the other names involved? Because leaked sources mention multiple signatures, multiple hands, and multiple decisions. Yet Erika is the one trending everywhere. Some people believe she's the public face being sacrificed to protect higher-ups. Others think she's involved deeper than anyone realizes. And then there's a third group, the conspiracy crowd, claiming this is all a carefully planned takedown to shift attention away from something even bigger happening inside TPUSA. And honestly, with the way this scandal is twisting and turning, none of these theories sound impossible. But the biggest bombshell? Here it is. Rumors are spreading that the IRS may request interviews and statements from individuals connected to the missing funds, and Erika's name is allegedly at the top of that list. If that happens, this scandal might explode into something national, something far more serious than internet drama. And the suspense is suffocating. So now, we're all left with the burning questions. Is Erika Kirk being framed by people she trusted? Is she involved in something she hoped would never be exposed? Or is the real mastermind still hiding behind the scenes, letting Erika take the fall? One thing is clear, this scandal is nowhere near over. And the deeper it goes, the darker it gets. Because now, this scandal isn't just about Erika Kirk, TPUSA, or a missing $15 million. It's about power, betrayal, and a trail of secrets that people are desperately trying to hide. As the investigation heats up, something strange begins happening inside TPUSA. People are going silent. Sources who were talking non-stop just days ago suddenly don't want to comment. Emails are no longer being answered. Meetings that used to be tense are now completely empty. It feels like the entire organization has entered survival mode. And Erika? Her disappearance from public view is making things even more suspicious. No statement, no denial, no video, no tweet, nothing. Just silence. Now, here's where the story gets even more twisted. Internal whispers suggest that certain individuals are scrambling to distance themselves from Erika as fast as possible. People who used to praise her publicly are now quietly unfollowing her, removing photos, and pretending they barely knew her. One insider even said, "Everyone is terrified." Nobody wants their name anywhere near this scandal. But while the outside world is trying to figure out where Erika went, insiders claim she's been privately meeting with advisors, lawyers, and close friends, trying to understand how the situation spiraled into something this catastrophic. And according to someone close to her, Erika feels like she was targeted. She thinks someone inside wanted her gone, the source said. She believes this wasn't an accident, it was planned. But the biggest twist? There might be evidence to back that up. Because new leaked messages, allegedly from someone inside the finance department, suggest that another high-level person may have known about the missing funds long before. The scandal became public. And instead of reporting it, they allegedly tried to shift the blame in another direction. And guess whose name was mentioned as the perfect scapegoat? Yes, Erika's. If these messages are real, and that's still unconfirmed, it could completely flip the narrative. It would turn Erika from suspect to victim. From exposed to targeted. From involved to set up. But that's not the only twist. Because now, rumors are spreading that the IRS might not be the only agency involved. Some people are whispering that other federal investigators have started asking questions, not about Erika, but about TPUSA's internal financial structure. If that turns out to be true, this story could explode into something way bigger than anyone expected. Potentially criminal. Potentially devastating. Meanwhile, the internet continues to tear itself apart. Half of it convinced Erika is guilty, the other half convinced she's being sacrificed by some very powerful people. Videos analyzing her old interviews are going viral. People are decoding her social media posts like it's some kind of mystery puzzle. Theories are multiplying by the hour. And then, another emotional blow. Erika's close circle claims she's been breaking down, crying, terrified of what might come next. She feels abandoned. She feels hunted. And worst of all, she feels like the truth may never come out. She's scared she'll take the fall for something she didn't do, the insider said. She keeps saying, "They're going to ruin me." So now we're left with even bigger questions. Is Erika Kirk the mastermind behind this scandal? Is she the victim of a calculated betrayal? Or is she just the first domino in a chain reaction that could expose a much darker system behind TPUSA? The deeper this story goes, the more dangerous it becomes. And now, the biggest question becomes yours to answer. Because this story? It's nowhere near finished. In fact, we might be standing at the edge of something even darker, even messier, and even more shocking than anything we've uncovered so far. But before part 4 drops, I want to hear your take on this madness. Do you think Erika Kirk is the mastermind behind the $15 million scandal? Or is she a pawn trapped in someone else's dangerous game? Is she the villain, or the victim? The liar, or the one being lied about? The person hiding secrets, or the person the secrets are being hidden from? Tell me everything in the comments, every theory, every suspicion, every crazy idea. Because trust me, the audience always spots things the mainstream never sees. You might even predict the next twist before it breaks. And if you're as invested in this story as the rest of the internet right now, then do not leave without hitting that like button. It tells me you want part 4 ASAP. Smash the subscribe button if you don't want to miss the next chapter, because things are about to escalate fast, and you'll want to be here the moment the new leaks drop. Also, share this video with your friends who follow drama, politics, influencers, or just love a good scandal, because this one is unfolding in real time, and every share helps spread the truth we're trying to uncover. So go ahead, comment, like, share, subscribe, and stay locked in. Part 4 is coming, and trust me, you're not ready for what's next.